a half years ago, January of 2017. So 3.75 years ago. So this is primarily to help entry-level students, non-students, people who are just interested in the career, new graduates, to get into this field. And what people find is some of the things that I'm going to mention here when they try to get in. And that's the reason for the title, Have Your Efforts to Land a Paralegal Job Been Hacked? And we can feel like that in the beginning, that we're not getting callbacks. But that really goes back to some things that I'm going to mention here. So one of the things people who are new to this field are experiencing is zero callbacks, sending out the resume and cover letter to many different positions and no one's calling you back. And you come away with this feeling, it's not always correct, that everyone wants experience. That's not true. Every paralegal that has landed a job in the field, the first job, they had zero experience. Most did not work for an attorney as an intern. Most did not. I would say that would be in the 90% plus range, that they did not ever work as an intern for a law firm or corporate legal department or government agency. So don't assume that you're just the odd person out. Here's the reason. In your cover letter, in your resume, you're not showing the attorney what you know how to do in that particular area of law. And that's one of the biggest reasons you're not getting callbacks, okay? A degree doesn't mean the door swings wide open. Having a degree of any kind doesn't mean, or a certificate does not mean the door automatically opens. So don't assume that. You have to be able to communicate exactly what you know how to do. So the question is this: what do you know how to do? Take a notebook, and for the jobs you're applying for, because remember, there are hundreds of areas of law. So when you see this is in a particular area of law that you would be working, you have to investigate, what do paralegals do? And that's what I teach in my course. I won't go into all that detail about the course, but I will put a link after I'm done with this video in the description box, and you can go check it out. But please check out the website, because there are 2 complimentary items there for you. And one is called the 19 Alternative Paralegal Careers List, which you need to have. It's a PDF. And when you click on that on my website, you'll click on that link and it'll take you to a place where it's asking you to sign up. Sign up for the Paralegal Goodies Hub. I have a couple videos in there at least, and some PDFs for you. And that's where I like to put everything in my hub, okay? So I put it all in one place for you to see everything, all the resources I have for you. So make sure you go to the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, and look at the 19 Alternative Paralegal Careers List, or you can get both, the free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In, or you can get the whole book. That book is for total beginners. It's not for paralegals working in the field. It's for total beginners. And also you'll see listed at the top of the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, you will see a tab just for the class, Paralegal Inner Circle Class. So you can go there and check all that out. But remember, no callbacks doesn't mean that you're sunk. You just have to communicate better. And in my course, I teach how to do the cover letter properly, what jobs to apply to and what jobs to forget right now. I teach you how to do the interview the right way to make an impression on the attorney. The cover letters that I teach you will take your resume and raise it to the top. But in order to do that, you need to get some legal knowledge, and that doesn't mean in a 2-year degree program, because they're not teaching what I teach you in my class. Resume, and it's not all about, everybody has to have experience. a lot, I mean, 100% of the people, I would venture to say close to 100%, landed their first job and they had no experience, but they knew how to communicate. They knew how to change it up. So the lack of communication as to how you're going to help the attorney that's the reason you're not getting callbacks. And so take the notebook and start listing down, what do you know how to do, and how will you help that attorney on day 1 and 2 when you start that job? How will you help that attorney? They want to know that. They want to know that. What do you know how to do that will help them? They don't want you to be another attorney. They want you to be their assistant. That's totally different. You're not going to be strategizing and discussing law in depth with the attorney and strategizing how to strategize and figure out case strategy. The attorney's not usually going to talk to you about that. They need you to manage everything. So how will you do that? How will you communicate that? Most of you don't know what that means. And you have to look at it from the angle of, what does a paralegal do in that particular area of law? What do they do? Time for research. Or you can take the easy way and take my course, Paralegal Inner Circle Class. Either way, that's what you have to do, and explain yourself, okay? The attorney knows what you don't know. So you need to fill that gap. And you were not taught this in a 2-year degree program, because it was not taught by a paralegal, more than likely. When the curriculum is taught by a paralegal, which is rare, because the schools have to hire people with PhDs or a Juris Doctorate to teach those in order to maintain their accreditation. That's why you don't see a lot of paralegals teaching those courses. But that's a huge problem, because that we come at it in a different way. We're doing things that the attorney more than likely never does. And then they don't know what we do, but we're managing the cases. So that is it for today. I'm going to put the link to the website below. Make sure you take advantage of those complimentary items and check out the Paralegal Inner Circle class. Check out also up above on paralegalcoffeetalk.com the tab that says bar charts, and look through there. This is the one I carry with me all the time, and I even test people on my Paralegal Coffee Talk page on Facebook. Come by if you want to hang out on Facebook with us. I even test them regarding certain definitions, which is fun. So have a great day. Any questions, comments, post them below. I would love to hear from you. Any concerns that you have, and I will get back with you. So have a great one. Have a great Labor Day, and I will talk to you in the next live. Bye.